Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Sorry I've been gone for a couple of days. I haven't been feeling well. My family actually caught my flu. So yeah, it wasn't fun. Alright. Let's see what's going on with my viewers. Alright. Excuse my coughing or sneezing or whatever happens, okay? I'm still not well, but I'm a lot better than I was. Okay, Holy Spirit, please protect me, my viewers, and our families from any curses, hexes, evil eyes, negative comments. Return to sender 2 billion times fold. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Alright. Okay. I'm feeling somebody was drowning. I feel my lungs burning really badly. And very salty water filling up my lungs very painfully. What is it? What is doing that? I'm seeing 3 feminine energies. It looks like a mother and 2 daughters. I see them going on a boat trip in a really warm place. They get invited on a boat trip. Somebody owned the boat. A serial killer, psychopath, a person who gets an adrenaline rush for murdering people. This person went on vacation with their 2 daughters, it looks like. And it was the first vacation that they went on without their father. He was left behind because he had to work. I'm hearing work. Okay. Some man invited them on a boat ride here. This man was a serial killer, psychopath. He ended up sexually violating the females here. It's a very, very evil person. But they seem so sweet and so kind. They were wearing a mask, of course, because they were looking for their victims. Can't be mean, expect to get your victims, right? No. This isn't the first time that this man has done this. He has done this quite a few times over his years. He has a fetish about killing women. He has a fetish about killing women and watching them suffer. He's a real sick bastard who needs to be killed. Or should be, anyway. We don't need those type of people in society now, do we? No. They just eat up our income taxes. Alright, anyway, very sad. It looks like he ended up sexually assaulting these females and then tying them up. And then he tied them up to some kind of anchor at the bottom of their feet so that they would drown all the way to the bottom of the ocean. And they were far out in the ocean here. And that's why my lungs are burning really badly. And I can taste salt water. And I can see this woman trying to hold her breath, but they can't for long. They went unconscious, their lungs filled up with water, and they passed away that way. It's so sad. Now the father is grieving. This didn't just happen recently. I feel like this happened a while back, a couple of years ago. This isn't recent. So this father figure, this father to these girls and husband here to the wife, he's still not healed from this. I don't know. He's just not healed. He can't move on. And I see that here. He's very sad. He pretty much given up on life. He tries to hide his emotions and his feelings, but he can't stop thinking and dreaming about his wife and children here. He's tried to move on, but he just can't do it. He won't do it because he feels like guilt, a lot of guilt. He keeps blaming himself for this incident, that he should have been there, that he should have left work, he shouldn't have let his daughters and his wife go on this trip, this vacation on their own. He should have been there. It's taken a huge toll on this man, this masculine. He's very depressed. He's harming himself with whatever addiction he picked up here. I'm not sensing what kind. I'm sorry, I'm still tasting salt water, so I can't see everything. I just keep tasting salt water, and it's disgusting. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so I don't know who has this in their energy. I don't know if this is someone you know, something you watched, this somebody here This isn't someone's energy, okay? Um, this person needs to heal. They need a lot of healing. That pain will never really go away. But they have to learn how to cope with it, how to heal it, where they can, deal with it and not allow it to take over their life, They need some real good, and I'm sure they're getting it, psychiatric help, okay? Some sort of mental help here. That's very sad. I'm very sorry for whoever this story was for. It was an awful death and very painful. I'm very sorry. That's so awful. My condolences to whoever lost somebody this way or anyway. That's just awful. Okay. I'm seeing somebody here. It looks like they could be I'm seeing something like, it's forbidden, it's forbidden. I'm hearing it's forbidden. Stay away from this person, it's forbidden. It's somebody's subconscious here, their mind, saying, I have to stay away, it's forbidden. Because this person, it looks like wherever they are, it looks like it's forbidden to have any kind of relationship or any kind of relationship type thing at this place that they're at. Wherever place that they are at, it looks like a place where there's beds, like a place where you sleep. Maybe it's a workplace. Or maybe it's a school. Because I'm hearing somebody call this man a professor. And this professor has really unique looking eyes. I don't know if it's kind of like a grayish color eye or golden color. I don't know. It's a very unique looking eyeball. And unique looking eyes that some professor has. And it's a masculine professor. Let me see. What is forbidden here? Oh, I see. So this professor is a bit obsessed with a student. It looks like from a college. And the student is attracted to this professor. There is an age gap between this professor and student here. Okay, it's pretty significant. But I keep hearing like a conscious mind saying, I need to stop doing this. I can't go any further. I have to stop. I have to stop because I can't do this. Okay? And why they're thinking like that is because they shouldn't be doing that. Because this professor is married with children of their own. Children going into college. It's the professor thinking that way. This professor has a thing where he's obsessed with some kind of female here. But this is not the first time that this professor has felt that way about a student. This is some like crazy, this is like a behavior type of thing. I can't say it's a pedophile because it's not a student underage. But yes, granted, the professor could be a parent to some of these students. But they are an adult, okay, because it's in a college. And the women, okay, the younger women that he's attracted to are not illegal to date. Okay? But they're still much younger than they are. So I'm seeing here that this professor has his eyes on someone. It's not a healthy one. This obsession that this professor has for this student is a burden. This student feels a bit intimidated by this professor. They find him attractive, but they don't want any kind of physical contact with them. And they're trying to avoid contact with this professor. But I'm seeing that this professor is constantly targeting this student. Like in a class setting, this professor is constantly picking on this student with certain things. Like always aiming at them, targeting them to answer questions in class. Knows that this student doesn't like attention being drawn to them. But they feel a sense of control and dominance over the student by acting that way. I know, not right. So, very uncomfortable. Spirit said that this professor has a sickness. They really truly do. They have obsessive behavior. I don't know if it's a disorder or what, but they can become very. They stalk the student. They stalk the student here, whoever you are, or maybe you're the person doing it. I don't know. Or maybe you know the student, or they're. I don't know. It's an energy here. But it's a creepy professor, okay? Excuse me. It looks like a creepy professor. They seem a bit tall, rugged, you know. And this feminine, feels very intimidated around them. This has a very strong energy, this masculine professor. Yeah, Spirit said it's only going to get worse, that it's better that this student here, whoever's being affected by this professor, that they need to change their classes here. They need to drop this subject, because whatever they need this subject for, they don't have to take it, I'm hearing, for this semester, or they can switch classes. Something about just getting out of this class, away from the professor, get away from the professor. I don't know if changing the class would be enough, especially if the student lives on the campus, because this professor is a bit much. Like, they're stalking the student. It's very unprofessional, it's scary, it's creepy, and they should be fired for it. Okay, that's not allowed. Oh god, some creepy readings today, you guys. I don't know, what is it? Yeah, they're just very obsessive with the student here. They keep fantasizing about dominating the student. They have some really dark fetishes here for this student. Unhealthy things here. And nothing here is passionate, with love. It's dark, it's sexual, it's lust. Okay? It's all dark energy. Okay, that I'm getting off of this professor here. And they're manifesting the student here. And it's not the first time that they've done that. And it's not the first time that this professor has tried something with a student and caused. It looked like they came from a different place, a different school. They moved far to another state because of this problem, and that's coming again. It's some kind of sickness this professor has in their head. Okay. They're very smart when it comes to books and like teaching and stuff, but they're also like have this perverse, dark way. And this professor only gravitates to certain energies here. It's not just any energy, it's a certain particular type of energy that they're attracted to. And in this case, this student here is very sensitive. They're very, they could be psychic or just very sensitive. They sense things, okay? And they do have special gifts, okay? And this dark character, this professor, is like a really dark energy, okay? They're very controlling and possessive. They're married, but they're not connected to the person they married. It's like like a stage type of marriage and family. There's no like real love there, but this professor comes from generations of like dark, mean people. Like their father was mean, okay? The father before that would have like that mean streak about them, really cold and pressed and very, what do you call it? Very like dry sense of humor. If they even have a sense of humor, it would be dry, okay? And bitter. So, you know, some are really abusive here. This professor, they didn't grow up with like nurturing people in their life, okay? Everything was about, you go to school, you work hard, you don't come in this house unless you have a good mark, you know what I mean? Everything was about education and jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the history of this professor, if that makes any sense, okay? You might not know anything about this professor, and their wife apparently doesn't either know everything about their past, just that they're an overachiever because they wanted and tried so hard to get some kind of validation from this male parent and the stresses and stuff. They also had a parent that was disloyal. It looks like they cheated with younger people, and some by force, okay? They forced people to have sex with them. They paid for it. And this is like going back, like what, you know, their parents did. Ugh. Anyway, it's a history with this professor here, okay? So Spirit just wants you to get away from this professor as far away as you can get, okay? If you feel that they're stalking you or watching you in any kind of way, go to the police, okay, and, you know, file something. Get them filed, you know, do something with the police here. I know restraining orders sometimes are not the strongest, but I do what you can. I don't know. You need to protect yourself here because this can get out of hand. I'm hearing. And it's just a sexual lust. It's nothing else more than that. It's just they're a pervert and they just want sex from you. Okay, so I'm seeing that someone here suspects that the person that they're with is hiding something. Like, you feel like they're hiding something from you. They are, but it's not what you're thinking. It's not, whatever you're thinking that they're hiding, it's kind of the opposite. And some of you are thinking, oh, they're hiding like, maybe somebody that they dated, or they're hiding something that they did. And that's something that, is like gonna affect you if you find out about it. That's what you're thinking, or vice versa. But it's not what it is. Okay. The secret that somebody here is holding is that, they feel like you'll never know how deeply in love they are in love with you. You'll never know how much. And they're afraid to show you that because they're afraid you're going to abandon them, okay? Because they do have childhood traumas, which was part of abandonment here, with abandonment issues, okay? And also what they're hiding is that growing up, there was a very dominant person in their life, okay, who wore a mask. So around other people, they were very sweet and nice, and people can trust them and everything like that. But behind closed doors, like when this person was alone with them, they were a complete different person. Now I'm feeling that, I'm seeing that they were dealing with somebody, like there's somebody a little older than they are, okay? And they were being forced to do sexual things with someone around the same age as them. I mean, the other person could be a little bit older, but not by much. And that's why this person is very triggered by certain things that you might do to them. Like if you touch them in a certain way, it freaks them out. They feel uncomfortable. All of a sudden their behavior changes, okay? Look at that as a red flag because they don't like that for a good reason, okay? They were sexually abused in some sort of way. And whatever, so there's something you do to this person that triggers it, that triggers the memory. I think it's, I know, it's like something you physically do, in a way that you physically touch them, it triggers these memories of those incidents in their past, okay? So yes, they are hiding something from you, and they're very embarrassed that this happened to them, and they're very uncomfortable, and they don't feel comfortable telling anybody, and this person feels like they should die, like go to their grave with this secret. Yeah. But this person does not see them. They don't see this past person in many years now. Mm, unless it's like a wedding or something and they just pop up, which I do see that happening for some. But yeah, they have that. They're being triggered a lot by certain things that you do. Okay, that's affectionate, and to them, it triggers that. It triggers memories from their past, whatever that is that's going on here. Okay, but it's not like they're hiding anything like a relationship or cheating. It's none of that. It's just a really horrific sexual, like a molestation thing that happened here, like a forceful thing. They don't want to talk about it. They're embarrassed about it. They feel sick about it. You know, they're not healed from this yet, okay? And they need to go in and heal that. So, you know, if you suspect your partner or anybody that you know that's triggered in this kind of ways, it wouldn't hurt to ask them if, you know, they'd like to go to see some counseling or some help. Yeah. I don't know. But they do need some kind of help here to heal this, because they're carrying that around and it's going to keep being carried on to different relationships. And it's going to causes blockages. It causes like these blockages within them, because it's like they can't really, they won't open up completely to anyone, not even you. And there's a block when it comes to when it comes to intimacy. There's a block, so they'll only let themselves go just so far, and they stop. So there are certain things that they won't let themselves completely go when they're intimate with someone, because they're afraid it's going to trigger a memory. Okay? This is what I'm seeing. Mm-hmm. I'm also seeing here that someone is also keeping a secret from a parent or parents, because of judgment, because they're afraid they're going to be disowned. Because they feel it's gonna cause an embarrassment. Well, it doesn't matter what people think. It matters what you think and how you feel. Okay? You are who you are. You are who you are for a reason. You know? Anybody who feels that they have to hide who they truly are to be accepted needs to leave these people alone. I know it's easier said than done, but you need to love and accept yourself for who you are, And you're going to have to learn to just, burn that bridge with the people who don't love and accept you for who you are. Because, whether you're gay or not, you are who you are. And you deserve to be loved and treated with respect, just like any other human being, okay? And if people are not going to love and respect you, I don't care if it's your appearance, then, maybe they shouldn't be in your life to begin with. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. The secret here is someone is gay, and they're hiding it. But that's who you truly are, so you shouldn't have to hide anything. Alright, I'm sorry everyone. I had to pause you all because I had a runny nose. Yeah, so anyway, you shouldn't have to hide yourself. You shouldn't have to look for people to validate you. It doesn't matter what these people want to see or don't want to see, or you can't be happy if somebody's controlling your life. You need to live your life to what makes you happy, not other people, okay? And we see here that you do have someone very much in love with you, and they want to spend the rest of their life with you. They want to marry you even, okay? But you're so worried about people who judge you, who, want you to live a certain kind of way, their way, okay? That isn't how it works. And it's not fair for your lover either. They're going through a lot of pain watching you hide them. They don't want to be hidden. They want to be exposed. They want everyone to see, your love together with this person. They don't want you to feel ashamed, and they don't want you to be around people who you feel you have to be a different person, and they feel really bad, and it's causing a real toll on this relationship because you're so worried and focused on people and their judgments on you and your lifestyle, okay? You're not meant to live for other people. You're meant to live for you, okay? So you really need to think about that, because your happiness matters. You matter, okay? You deserve to be loved and appreciated. You are a good person. There's no reason that you should ever tolerate anyone to breadcrumb you in any kind of way just because you're gay, okay? Don't allow people to do that to you. You are who you are, and that's it. The people who love you will accept you. Your right people, okay? These are not your right people. Sometimes we're born in families, for lessons, believe it or not. We're not always born into families. We don't get to always choose the family that we're born into, obviously. So, sometimes it's a lesson and that we have to go through with our families, but they're not meant to be controlling your life and being in your life just to judge you. No, there's a place, of acceptance, and that's within yourself, and that's the only person that matters is you, to yourself, okay? Other people's opinions don't matter here. Alright, yeah, so you shouldn't be living for other people, and you don't need to be living for other people's happiness, only your own. So, yeah, because this person really truly loves you very much, and they want to be with you, and they want to spend the rest of their life with you. But it makes them so sad that you're hiding them. Okay, they don't want to be hidden. Yeah, so you might want to fix that, okay? Yeah, that's too bad. Alright, let's see here. Alright, I see someone here very bothered by someone here or someone else. It looks like this couple was together, okay? And then they broke up. And they broke up because neither party was feeling fulfillment, okay? One was feeling bored with this, relationship, and the other was feeling empty in this relationship. They felt like their person wasn't completing them, wasn't filling their glass, Their glass always their glass always felt half full. But the thing is, you have two karmic people here that needed to learn lessons, and the biggest one was filling their own cup and loving themselves and entertaining themselves and looking for their own happiness, not looking for other people to make them happy. And this looks like that's what the foundation of this relationship was. Two people looking for people to fulfill them, to make them feel happy, to make them feel full, entertained. That's not a reason to be in someone's life for entertainment. You have to learn to fill your own cup, find things you enjoy doing and doing it yourself. But don't expect people to fill your cup because it's not their job. So this relationship was already a broken foundation when it started because people were looking for the wrong thing. They weren't looking for love. They were looking for full glasses here, which they needed to do on their own. And so their lessons of being together was pretty much triggering each other to heal this, to put this love back into themselves, to make different choices by putting themselves up as a priority and stop expecting people to prioritize them. Stop being codependent on people to fill up their cups. So it looks like both ventured out. One is fine venturing out, the one that was looking for excitement and fulfillment with excitement, and the other one looking for fulfillment, like, the empty hole within their heart and their soul that they're feeling. That emptiness, that's them. They're empty. You're empty if this is you because you need to go love yourself and go, make a relationship with yourself. You need to go in and heal these wounds that you have and fulfill your needs. What makes you happy? Go do them, That's what the void is you not loving yourself, ignoring yourself, and being codependent on other people to fill your cup. That's where that void is, okay? You need to fill it yourself. That's all it is, all right? I know it's easier said than done, but you need to make it work and learn how to do this. Learn how to be alone. Learn to love yourself for who you are and accept yourself for who you are. Because you are unique. You are, and you're supposed to be. We're all unique, okay, for a good reason. We're not meant to be all attracted to one another for a good reason. So don't worry about what other people think. Stop judging yourself and stop worrying about people being boring because you can go entertain yourself anytime. You don't need people for that. You know what I mean? Or not a relationship anyway. So Yeah, so now I'm just seeing that this came up because someone's jealous now that the other one is having so much fun because they felt bored in this relationship. Because the person that is always bored and looking for entertainment, they don't actually are not ready for a relationship. They're not ready for a relationship. They're not seeking that. They want fulfillment with fun, adventure. They don't want to be, bonded to anybody. They don't want to be attached. They want to be free and live at the moment. But the problem with them is that they're still codependent because although they want all this entertainment, they don't want any kind of responsibility, like having a job, paying bills, stuff like that. They don't want the responsibility part of this type of lifestyle, I should say. And that's why they wanted to be in a relationship, because in a relationship, they feel like they can have their partner pay their way. That they can have their partner pick up all the slack or all the boring responsibilities. And they kept doing that, and it made the other person feel unfulfillment, unappreciated, and boring because they're too busy focusing on what you need. They can't focus on anything else that they need. You know what I mean? They're avoiding themselves in the meantime. So this is wasn't working out because both parties need to heal at this time. I'm not saying you can't be friends and all that, but the relationship, neither one of these people are ready for one. But I do see here frustration because one of them is getting jealous that the other one dates other people. One has more opportunities than the other. And there's a big jealousy that happens here. And then, but they still end up having, whoever this is still ends up having sex with the other person, even though they're not together anymore. Okay, so yeah, they're very codependent. There's a lot of codependency here, but these two are broken up, but they're still having sex with one another, which is messing up this other person's options. They're not coming in because of this hookup stuff going on. So that needs to end. So if you're done with this person, then be done with it forever, sex and all, because it's blocking the opportunities that you're looking for to come in. Okay? But this person hanging around you and you're being intimate with that you don't like, but you're jealous of, yeah, you're not going to get anything new because it's causing blockages. This person's causing blockages because they're supposed to be separated from you by now, and they're supposed to be working on their journey and their path of healing here, and so are you. And the both of you are on two very different paths, okay? So if you want to be more happy, you're going to have to really let this go then, in this relationship, situationship thing. Because it's causing blockages. Because you don't really want them, you just want them for sex. And that's it. That's not a reason to be with somebody. They have, toys for that. Or other men or women, whatever. It's just you need to get away from this person. You're causing blockages, that's all. And there's a lot of jealousy here between the both of you. It's like you don't want to be together, but at the same time, you can't stand the other person dating or being with someone else. But you have to let that go because, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to let it go. Alright, what else here? I see somebody coming forward to someone here They want to come express some feelings to you or you to them. And they're going to, but they're just feeling very shy and trying to figure out a way on how they're going to approach you with what they want to tell you. But they basically want to take you out on a date. They want to go out on a date with you. They want to get to know you better, have this situationship with you. But here's the downfall. They're married. They're married. And they're looking for somebody on the outside to pretty much give them offerings, okay? They're looking for abundance. They're looking for your abundance. Maybe you're somebody that makes good money, or they think you are somebody who has good money. Or you drive a nice car, so they think you have money. So they're actually thinking if they date you, even though they're married, that they can take from you and build whatever they take from you onto their wife and their children. I don't see little children. I see like a grown child, like in their 20s or something. I think that's their child in their 20s. Just a grown-ass kid, okay? They're self-sufficient. And then they want this relationship with you, or situationship really, because they're already in a marriage. And they want to have it on the down low, so they want it in secret. They want this relationship with you and in secret. They don't want it to be exposed. They don't want anybody to know about it, because not even their spouse know about it, because it will cause a separation here, or a divorce even, or whatever. They're afraid of that. But they need money, and they're hurting for money. And they feel dealing with people with money sexually will fill their pocket and give them that abundance for them and their family. I don't know, it's a very strange way of thinking. So, yeah, this person is not about, they're attracted to you, but not in that kind of way about having a real relationship with you as a lover. They're coming in to pretend, just so they can take from you, because this person has a lot of money problems. And they're saying that you're comfortable and happy. You don't have to have money, they just think that you do, because you're very content, because you're happy with what you do have. You appreciate what you do have, okay? And this person is not that way. They're not happy. They're not at peace like you are. So they think that in order for you to be at peace is because you have a lot of money. When you accept things for what it is and what you have. And you're happy and blessed with what you have, and you're grateful for it. This person isn't. They're always looking at their glass half empty, okay? So that's what I have for you all tonight. If this resonated, let me know. And I always like to know if it resonated in the comments. I'm sorry, my nose is still like filled up with snot. I know, gross. But I'm still trying to heal, okay? So anyway, if you like my writing, like I'm writing something. If you enjoyed my reading, it's the medicine, okay? It's the medicine. If you enjoyed my reading, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I'm grateful. Thank you for everyone who have already. You are such a blessing to me. Thank you so much, and I love you all bunches, okay? I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully, God willing. All right, I love you, and you all have a wonderful night. Mwah. Bye.